Choksey, international chess player. Welcome to the RK Chess online learning portal. Today's concept is a very interesting and one of my favorite theme called domination. Domination is a theme where your pieces dominate the other piece, and it try to trap the piece or paralyze the piece. Even though you are material down, you can still win the game using the concept of domination. So let us have a look at this position. White is a queen down. Rook and knight versus the queen. However, white has a beautiful follow-up moves where white can literally dominate the black queen and capture it in a few moves. This is one of the most interesting puzzles of domination. So it's white to play. It's a tough puzzle, so take your time before solving it. And what I would suggest is you pause the video and try to find the solution and write it down on a piece of paper, and then you can compare it with the solution over here. So pause the video, think for some time, at least 3 to 5 minutes is what I recommend, and then you can come up with the solution. Okay, so I hope you have spent some quality time in figuring out the solution. So here the first move is a spectacular rook sacrifice. White plays rook b7. Now this is a simple move. Queen takes b7 is followed by knight d6, a knight fork. So of course the queen cannot capture the rook. Now let us see the possible moves black has with the queen. The queen is under attack. He has to move the queen. So if black has the possible moves over here are queen a8, queen c8, queen e8, queen f8, queen g8. Queen h8 and queen d8 are not available because the knight would capture. So over here, let us see one by one. Wherever the queen goes, it is getting captured. There are multiple variations over here. So I hope you have taken that into consideration. Now let us see with the simple moves. Let's see if queen c8 or queen e8. Both are not possible because white replies with knight d6, check, and white would capture the queen, knight fork. So queen e8 and queen c8 are out of question. Now let us see what happens if the queen goes to f8. If the queen goes to f8, white plays the move knight e5 check, forcing the black king to move on c5 and thereby again winning the queen with the knight fork. So queen f8 is ruled out again. Now let's see what happens if black goes queen a8. I'm sure you have thought about this. This is again a beautiful variation where white wins the queen using the concept of domination. White goes knight e5, force king c5, and now again a brilliant move, rook b8, trapping the queen. Queen has to capture the rook, and then again white moves to d7, giving a fork and winning the queen. So now queen a8 is also out of question, queen f8 is also out of question, queen c8, queen e8 not working. Now let us see the main line. The main line here is what if the queen goes to g8. So in this case, this is one of the most prettiest variation. And now we play knight e5 check, forcing the black king to go on c5. After this comes a beautiful rook sacrifice again. Rook on b8. Now if the queen captures the rook, there's again the knight fork. So you can clearly see the power of the knight. But black still has one move. Black can escape on h7. And this is the most difficult variation. How will you win this? So if you had considered all the possibilities before, you would have found out the move b4. Excellent move. Now the king has all the squares are controlled. Only one square is possible, that is king d6. And here comes once again the domination of rook and knight. White plays rook h8. Now the queen is trapped here, nowhere to go. Black is forced to capture the rook, after which we have the final blow, knight fork on f7, winning the queen. So I think this was a classic example of domination where rook and knight completely dominate the queen, restricting or paralyzing the queen, and after a few moves of calculation, precise calculation, white wins the queen. So hope you enjoyed the domination theme. It's one of my favorite themes, and you will especially get domination themes in the end game where there are very few pieces left on the board, and I hope you can apply it in your game, improve your game, and also win. So once again, this is Manthan Choksey, and hope you enjoyed the session. Thank you.